and we're talking about the refurbished Apple TVs that Apple has, and many people are saying it is the Chromecast effect, because Apple sees that Google came out with their Chromecast, and especially for $35, Apple knew they had to do something in order to compete with Google. And even though right now they really don't have to compete, because Google just doesn't offer, in the Chromecast, offer anywhere near the content that Apple TV has, but I guess Apple is not taking any chances. Now, according to this report by Hot Hardware, there's nothing like a little competition to stir up price drops, even reluctant ones, as is often the case with Apple, as we've said before. For example, Google recently unveiled its Chromecast device, a $35 gadget that plugs into your TV's HDMI and streams movies. And of course, like I say, these are Google movies, Google Music, and Netflix and stuff like that, on the Google Play Store, and the Chromecast is very cheap. Now, Chromecast is one of the least expensive streaming devices around. As a matter of fact, not just one of the least expensive streaming devices around. And its only logical thing for Apple to do is, in the wake of such a launch, is to reduce the price of its Apple TV box. So they did, albeit reluctantly, limiting the price cut to refurbished models only. Now, a refurbished Apple TV now sells for $75, which is $10 less and $24 less than a brand new unit. The refurbished used to sell for about $85. The brand new unit sells for $99, as anybody knows, $99.99, so $100. Refurbished about $85.99, and then now they dropped that price to $75 for a brand new unit. Now, while Chromecast has an advantage in price, Apple TV is arguably a more fleshed out product at this point, with individual apps for streaming, rather than having to go through a computer, a tablet, smartphone, or anything like that to use it. If you're heavily invested in AirPlay devices, Apple TV isn't a bad way to go, and buying a refurbished from Apple isn't scary either. What you get is an Apple TV box that has been through a stringent refurbishment process. Aluminum Apple remote, power cord, documentation, and the same 1-year warranty that applies to new devices is going to come with your refurbished unit. Now, Apple, to be fair to them, they really do put their products through a stringent test as far as quality goes. So usually I don't like buying refurbished products. I don't like buying refurbished products, especially tech. I don't like buying refurbished tech. I don't like buying used electronics or anything like that, because you don't know what the person had it before. You don't know what they did with it. I mean, you buy a tablet used, or you buy a game system used. You don't know what some greasy-fingered punk was doing with their machine, their hands greasy, eating chicken, and then using the controllers and stuff like that. You don't know. And so I don't generally like buying used or refurbished electronics. However, Apple puts their products through a stringent test. They do. And if their product is deemed good, if they say that their refurbished product is good, it's like brand new. It's like brand new as far as usage. You seldom get any hiccups with it and stuff like that. So buying Apple products refurbished is not as scary as, some other electronic companies and stuff like that, as it might sound. So, but this price drop, I really don't think Apple has anything to worry about as far as with Chromecast, because one thing, Chromecast is a $35 machine or streamer that needs your smartphone and to use. Now, most streamers come with their own dedicated remote. Like Apple TV has its remote, Roku has a remote, Sony Internet Streamer, which uses Google TV, has its own remote. Even the new Vizio Internet Streamer that has Google TV has its own dedicated remote. The thing with Chromecast, one thing Google thought is that by not having a remote, you can cut costs. You can cut costs because you don't have to have a dedicated remote for their streaming device. That you can just use your smartphone, because they're thinking that many people use their smartphones anyway. When they're home, they have it right beside them to check emails and different stuff like that. So why not utilize that? A lot of people have their tablets right beside them. Why not utilize that? And so I don't think that that's a bad way to go. And if it's going to cut the cost down to $35, and the streamer is pretty powerful, and you have your phone there anyway, I don't think that's really a bad thing. So, but does Apple TV, did they have to reduce the price of their refurbished unit to $85? No, I don't think they had to. It's good for consumers, and that's why I like competition. I like when a lot of things come out. A lot of people say, well, you know, too much. Just like you have, oh yeah, you have Game Pop, you have the Game Stick, you have Mad Cats is coming out with their game device later this year. You also have iConsole TV that's claiming to come out with a console this winter that's going to rival PlayStation and PlayStation 4 and Xbox One and things like that. So anytime you have competition, you're going to get a lot of good products, at least from the consumer end, because the products that are, you know, no good, you know, the products that are no good, they're just going to fall by the wayside. But the ones that are good are going to stand out. So having competition is always a good thing. But I don't think Apple had anything ever really to worry about as far as the Chromecast goes, because Chromecast doesn't have a lot of apps for it, just 4 right now. Now Google is promising within the next few weeks they are going to roll out some more apps for it. They're also saying that they're going to not just roll out apps, but they were going to release an OTA update for the Chromecast within the next couple of days, if they haven't already. But Apple dropping the price is a good thing. I mean, hey, I like a price drop, so I'm not going to complain about it. But I really don't think Apple has anything to worry about right now as far as because the Chromecast is released, that they have to do anything dramatic right now. I mean, Roku isn't really reducing any prices, and I'm not saying they shouldn't. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm just saying that Chromecast, where maybe down the line can become a serious threat for Apple TV or for Roku, I don't see it happening right now. And because Apple TV is going to have iTunes exclusively, obviously, to them, you're never going to be able to replace. Chromecast may be able to rival Roku, maybe, you know, but they're never going to be able to replace Apple TV because of, you know, the iTunes and stuff like that. So you're always going to just get that experience only on Apple. So I don't see this as a serious threat. I don't see that that Apple had to reduce the price, but hey, that's what competition does, and it causes people or other companies, competing companies, it causes them to have to reduce prices or come up with better products and things like that. And definitely, you know, I'm for anything like that. Anything that promotes competition is okay with me. So that's what's happening right now. You can go to the Apple Store right now and get a refurbished Apple TV for just $75, and it comes with everything you need. It comes with the remote control. It comes with the power cord and the aluminum remote control, the Apple remote power cord, all of the documentation, and it also comes with a 1-year warranty, just like a new system. So go ahead out there and go ahead and enjoy that new price drop from Apple. Now, speaking of new things coming out, many of you know the rapper 50 Cent. You know, he's been rapping for a while now and come up with a couple of products. But the SMS Audio launches new Street by 50 over-ear noise-canceling headphones. 50 Cent is coming out with his own over-ear noise-canceling headphones, kind of like with Beats Audio with Dr. Dre, what he's doing. 50 Cent is coming up with SMS Audio. Now, the rapper 50 Cent has been pushing his own brand of audio gear for quite a while called SMS Audio. The company has unveiled a new set of headphones for music fans called Street by 50 Cent over-ear active noise-canceling wired headphones. Now, that's a long name. Street by 50 over-ear active noise-canceling wired headphones. The headphones feature professionally tuned 40mm drivers and soft leather memory foam air cushions. And obviously, the new ad has 50 Cent himself with the headphones on and stuff like that. Now, the headphones are made to be durable enough to withstand travel and daily use. The headphones use a rechargeable battery to power the active noise canceling technology that promises to last for 70 hours of playtime. If the battery goes dead, the headphones can be used without the noise canceling tech. They can be used without the noise canceling tech. So it's not if the battery goes dead, the headphones don't work. They can still use, you just won't get the noise canceling effect. The wired headphones also have a removable cable that has a 3-click microphone for phone calls. They ship with a cleaning cloth, carrying case, micro USB charging cable. The headphones are available in either silver or black for $279.95. So around $280 is what these headphones are going to cost you. Now, for those of you that don't know how noise canceling works, noise canceling basically works by the headphones takes a sample of the surrounding sound noise, and they produce a frequency that's exactly opposite of the noise frequency coming in. And therefore, when that frequency is released, it cancels or obviously eliminates the noise around you. Now, some noise canceling headphones do a pretty good job, while others, do a marginal job of canceling noise around you. And also, when you talk about noise canceling, you have to understand that the noise basically needs to be consistent for noise canceling headphones to really be able to fully cancel out those noises. Now we're coming up on a break, and we're going to talk more about these 50-cent headphones after the break. But also after the break, we're talking about a Strike Suit Zero. Strike Suit Zero for the Oculus Rift is now available, and the beta version of it is available. Also, the OneMate True Smart standalone smartwatch is finally unveiled, or OMate, sorry. The OMate True Smart standalone watch is finally unveiled, and also Microsoft is being forced to rename SkyDrive. Why? All of that and more, those answers are coming up right after the break here on Tech Pulse. So stay tuned.